Greetings and welcome to the Frequently Asked Questions series by MRT. Today's subject is choices for MOB locating devices. The agenda includes a discussion on or a description of assisted rescue, a locally managed rescue, technologies at a glance, and a brief look at technology trend within the MOB environment. The objectives for MOB event. Typically, these objectives are for any type of commercial environment, people working on or near the water. The MOB system should be water activated, completely automatic, and the PLB integrated into the standard operating procedure. For example, into the foam vest, the inflatable PFD, or float coat. The system should also provide an immediate alarm back to the crew or the bridge. In the event it's a lone worker application, that local alarm could go to a security office. The system would also provide precision direction back to the MOB, preferably GPS. And lastly, the MOB is to be located and retrieved from the water within a matter of minutes. So the next point on our agenda is just a brief description of assisted rescue. Typically, assisted rescue means that you're going to be using a 406 PLB, and that'll be satellite based. So the problem with that is there'll be no onboard alarm. There'll be no onboard receiver for immediate location back to the MOB. As the system is PLB or satellite based, the Coast Guard response time to initiate a rescue will be 30 to 60 minutes. It'll actually take them 30 minutes to a couple hours before they even wheels up or get to the man overboard event area. So the next area that we want to discuss is called locally managed rescue, and this is absolutely the preference for commercial environment. And it basically meets all of the objectives for a man overboard rescue. Includes a PLB or alert, or sometimes called a maritime survivor locating device, would be water activated, completely alert, and be also integrated into the standard operating procedure, which if the person is out on the water or near the water, they would have to wear a vest, inflatable, or float coat. That alert or PLB would be integrated into whatever they're wearing as protection. Secondly, the system would provide an immediate local alarm to the crew. Thirdly, the system would provide precision direction back to the man overboard. And lastly, the system would be able to locate and retrieve the MOB from the water in a matter of minutes, which basically complies exactly to what the MOB objectives are. The next slide is basically technologies evaluated. There's a fair amount of information here. I'd encourage you to download or call us and download this presentation. As there is a fair amount of information, I'm not going to read off on this graph. Pardon me. In summary, this diagram shows what the technology trend is for man overboard technologies. And starting from the bottom, or the least preferable, but would be proprietary systems that are proprietary megahertz, proprietary receivers and alerts. And the problem with that is that no one else in the area would have that type of equipment and wouldn't be able to collaborate with the rescue. 406 PLBs, we've touched on that a bit under assisted rescue. These are manual. They're also satellite based, and quite often they don't even triangulate and provide GPS positioning. 121.5 is an excellent technology. It's basically an older technology. It works, but it doesn't provide GPS positioning. It provides relative direction. VHF and DSC are radio technologies, and because everybody's got radios and radio technology, it's still a pretty strong reference. Now, the leading trend is basically AIS, and there's AIS MOB alerts. There's hybrids that basically would be AIS/DSC or AIS/121.5. And lastly, probably the top preference would be an AIS MOB SART, SOLAS approved, and you're looking at also something that would be absolutely water activated, completely automatic, and SOLAS approved. I appreciate everybody's attention. As always, be safe and let us know how we can help. And encourage you also to contact Marine Rescue